Hey guys, YungD0nut here. I just need to leave a quick notice in the beginning of this episode. Unfortunately, upon doing the audio recording, something started happening to my microphone that created some form of digital static while I was talking about halfway or so through the episode. And unfortunately, I'm not really able to find any way to go back through and remove that static. I've since figured out a better way to handle doing recording for the future, but I do apologize because I know that does affect the overall quality of today's episode. Certainly hope you forgive us for the inconvenience on this, and hope you still enjoy the episode. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Hello, and welcome back to episode 12 of the Baker's Dozen.
To
Baker's
the
Dozen?
uneducated, a regular dozen,
That's a
or
regular dozen.
or like the normies dozen.
The normie dozen. Then you get into the Baker's Dozen.
That's
And
the
they add one
real.
more.
That's the real home of like actual content, actual meat
The
and
meat and
dough.
bones. The meat and dough of it.
You ever heard of like a pigeon pie?
No.
Me neither.
I'm gonna. I was just like, I had something ready to say. I was like, I'm gonna let this sit for a sec.
I forget that you've never watched Game of Thrones. There's like that's a
Yeah.
reference. I
I
think
don't
they
watch
talk
the.
about pigeon pie. It's like something the rich eat
Yeah.
or some shit. But yeah, episode 12. We've done 12 episodes, Drew.
We're making it. We're flying.
We're
We
trying.
passed double digits. That's a big sign. A lot of projects don't make it that far. I know I've had some of my own individual projects that I do probably don't make it past 10 iterations,
Like
like
what? What have you
overdubs
done?
and things. Like
What?
I did like some overdubs of like for people that don't know what overdubbing is, it's when I like play a part on trombone and then I play
Oh.
all 4 parts. And I was gonna do a lot with that, and I did some. Some of them I needed
Mhm.
to do for school, some of them I did on my own. I was like, I'm gonna do video game ones, and I made a couple. But then like my sort of like production quality was really bad back then, and my mic was kind of shitty. And then I was like, "Oh yeah, I have a good
You
mic
got
now," but
one
I like
now?
moved home, and now I'm like here, and I haven't really done anything with it. But I definitely did not make it up to 10. And I was like, I'm gonna put them on YouTube and start pushing them out there, and like my main, like my for me, and then I never did that. But this is there.
This
Not only is
this
this
is
here,
done.
we are thriving. We're about to finish. We're getting close to concluding our first season. And we have a sponsor. The Baker's Dozen is brought to you by SPIF. SPIF is wonderful clothing you can get for gamers. SPIF.space. You can look it up. If you use code Baker's Dozen at checkout, you get 10% off your whole order. Remember, that code is Baker's Dozen, not to be confused by some handsome host that said the Baker's Dozen last time,
He's
but just
very handsome.
Baker's Dozen.
Very true. Very true. Look at you with the ad read. Immediate
I
on
nailed
the
it that
mark.
time.
You did nail that one. That was much pleasure, we'll say. Much wow. What is that? You remember when that was a meme with the
Very
fucking
wow and stuff like
very
that.
wow what was it like fucking quite I don't even remember anymore. It was like
There's
very wow, much
that
good
was
or
like
something like that.
middle school.
Dude,
That was like middle school meme
that was like
stuff.
bad luck Brian shit.
Yeah, like heck yeah.
Those used to be so fucking good. I used to want to hope
Those
to
are the days.
God that I could find those, but
I was
always.
I was I was talking to a friend from high school. Actually, yesterday we went and got dinner and we were catching
Mm,
up, and like we're pretty good friends. Actually,
mhm.
she was the one, my friend that was at that Albany tournament. Do you remember that?
No.
I had a friend. It was the tournament that the Simeon Land. She went to that school and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm around." And she was like, "Yeah,"
Oh,
and she
yeah,
like
yeah,
was
yeah.
there when I was like playing and we chatted. But we
Mhm.
got dinner. We were just hanging out yesterday,
Oh, that's
and we were
awesome.
talking, and she was like, "Oh," and she just like instantly like brought up like an old ancient meme. Just though like knowing it was ancient, but it was like super
Ready
hype.
to date yourself, yeah, just immediately call out to the earlier days. God, I would love to see what like a try hard one of those memes could be nowadays. Just because like fucking the evolution of a meme has gotten so fucking bananas. Like people will take a meme like the megalovania sound or
Mhm.
like just any SpongeBob fight scene and turn it into like an animated masterpiece, all for the sake of like a 30-second meme with like fucking transitions and special effects just going fucking wild. And you're like, okay.
That's how I work on video editing. I get a stupid idea from a meme, and I make a
Just
shitpost
go
video
off.
for
Yeah.
My RuneScape friends.
See, again, I'm just saying, dude, upload them
Anyone
to
really
Twitter.
good one.
Just
No,
upload them to
but
Twitter.
the thing is, it would be if there was more generic, they'd be good, but we literally, like, use pictures of our Discord icons for, like, the
And
faces. Like, it's super crude, like, it's literally just their, like, Discord icons.
listen, all I'm saying is like Twitter has seen worse, you know?
That's
Like
true. That's true.
there is shit all over that.
Some of them have some, like, theory crafting behind them and, like, planning. Not, like, scripting or anything, but,
It's
like,
it's
there's enough to, like, make it more than, like, a 2-second project. But I've gotten way better at editing things like
all
that.
I'm saying, dude, is I just loaded up Twitter and the second thing that I see is a photo of XXX Tentacion on one half of his face. Like it's one of those portrait shots, so half his face, half Bob Saget. So all I'm gonna say, man, is if you upload
Oh,
something like that,
no.
I'm
Bob
telling you,
Saget just
Twitter's
passed away.
yeah, that's gonna be a big rip and dip right there. We entered 2021 to lose Betty White and Bob Saget. I saw
Eh,
so many.
John Madden passed away recently too.
Really? We lost
John
John
Madden
Madden too? What the fuck
that
is
might have
going
been
on?
that might have been this year.
Good lord, we're losing
No,
all
it was
these fucking
December 28th.
Jesus.
Their
Okay,
junior year.
well, you know, he's over there then. But like like I saw all these memes that were just like we lost grandma and father. What is
Oh,
happening
already.
next? Like
Damn.
it's fucking wild. But yeah, big rip and dip to the father of the Tanners.
The
Um
Tanners.
Full house looking a little empty. But as we progress here, we did shout out the homies at SPIF. Always also want to do ourselves a favor. Shout out the podcast. Always available on exclusive Spotify listeners. So make sure you're following us there and give it a listen. YouTube audience, we love you as well. And then we got the Patreon. Y'all already know patreon.com/bakers the bakers dozen. Now I'm getting my fucking codes confused and shit. Like we get got gotta reel it in a little. But yeah, make sure you sub to the Patreon. We got that exclusive content up there. We got extra shit for the audio listeners. These episodes start with some shit in the beginning. Y'all don't even know what we're talking about yet.
Yeah,
Sometimes you get that exclusivity. Uh,
yeah.
and the
I have some
episode comes out a day earlier.
I have some ideas.
Ooh,
I have some
and Drew's
ideas
got
for
ideas.
content,
You see this? Drew's even
and
got ideas.
Drew has ideas.
But that is like an advertising point. Just like you can join and get exclusive access to new episodes, premium content, and Drew's got ideas. That's the best marketing ploy we could ever do. But I don't know. I mean, to jump right into it, like I don't know, man. What have you seen this week?
I've
What are
been I've been trying to stay cheery, and, like, even
That's a
though
good
we're, like,
start.
back to school, and
Yeah,
it's just kinda crazy.
dude, it's
It's kinda
not
crazy.
good. There's not much good going on right now. There's really not.
Yeah. Like,
I just
usually I'm like, "Well, what about this?" And I'm like,
no. I
"Be
got
safe.
nothing.
Be safe
There
out there, guys.
truly, dude.
Please do."
Not to like overly out what I do for a living if I haven't talked about that on the podcast or anything, but to like keep some anonymity behind certain things. Like when I was working today and I had to take a call and I'm helping this dude try and fix an issue. And, you know, we need to send someone out to his home to help him with the issue. Uh, like, I'm trying to find an appropriate time to like get someone to him. And one of the things we have to do is just go over COVID regulations. So it's like while our person is there, we just ask maintain 6 feet of separation, wear a face covering. Is that going to be okay? We've been working at home for like almost a year and a half, almost 2 years now, and which that in itself is a fucking mind boggle. But that being said, this dude, this whole time, I've never had someone like come back at me for it. This dude was
He
literally
was like,
like,
"No."
he was like, "Come on, really?" I was like, "Fuck you mean really?" Like, obviously, I'm just like, I'm sorry, what was that? And he's just like, really? You you really need that? I mean, come on, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Wearing those masks, it's just creating more bacteria in your own mouth. You're breathing in the bad oxygen, like all this shit. And I'm just like sitting here like, you can't you can't be saying this to me right now because I have to keep my composure. I am representing more than myself right here. So I have to keep it together. But sir, how
Do it.
badly I can't hit my mic either cuz I need to take good care of this. But oh my god, you
Yeah.
can't be that stupid
It's
still. The breathing in the bad CO2 was like what, a 2020 talking point of like,
like April.
yeah, like, oh, I can't breathe because of the mask or I'm breathing in CO2. Shut up. No, you're not. And if that's a genuine fear that you actually have, what are those? The M89s? Or what are they? The
N90s or whatever.
M90s. Yeah, thank you. The
Yeah.
the masks that literally have the respirator into them, which don't really, those are worse almost in some cases, I think, than a regular mask. But hey, no, if your concern is the stupid fucking CO2 emissions that you're getting from your own breath, maybe brush your teeth. Maybe that'll do. Maybe that'll help. But yeah,
Yeah.
fucking be safe, dude.
It's a scary world. If you decide to venture out more, then you probably need to do the smart things. Get tested when you get back. Please, if you
If you
feel
can. Have
if
you
you
noticed that?
yeah, that's also true.
Shit's fucked.
I do not have any home tests right now. I got
I've
one. I live where I live, things are very bad, and I
mhm.
went to go to a store and there was none. And then
Yeah.
a woman was like, "I've been to every single pharmacy like
Yep.
in town. There's none." And
All CVS's and Walgreens within a 20-mile radius of my area are sold
yeah.
out and fully booked up on tests until February, like end of
Oh my
February.
god. Yeah. And then I was able to get one with a friend from a friend, and because they were able to buy a couple, they needed to get tested before. If we were thinking about doing something like 3 people, and it was like, let me get tested before we do this,
Mhm.
trying to mitigate anything, but we were all good.
Right.
But yeah, it's wild. And then you look into other places. You have
Like
been
the gaming
working,
sphere.
or even before that, we'll get
Sure.
there. But
Sure.
you work at home.
Mhm.
You've been working at home. I do not get to work at home because I am teaching
Oh,
the
right.
hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of children that still go to school right now,
Which
which
how the
is its
fuck is
own
that
thing.
still going on? I just can't understand it. God forbid, like, fucking parents can stay home and work from home. That way their kids can fucking do school from home and just do electronic. I mean, I feel in your case, it's really tough because
I
how
mean,
the fuck
yeah,
do you do?
it's an absolute detriment to like what I do, but
Yeah.
at some point you go, what if we didn't do as much like ensemble band thing for 2 weeks,
Hmm.
and like we didn't have like 10, 15 kids testing positive in my school each day
Yeah, what the
for like
fuck?
last week. Yeah.
Jesus, that's so many fucking kids. And
Yeah.
that's kids. Good lord.
Yeah.
It's one thing to see, like, so in my area of like Virginia, well, no, not my area. In the state of Virginia, we did a search on it before we even started here, and it's like 50,000 cases reported today. It's like 50,000 people. I understand that there's probably like millions of people in Virginia alone. Um, but that's so fucking many. And the fact that we're already on a testing shortage. We're already seeing what we've hit 1 million deaths, right? Wasn't that like another big stat that happened recently? It's like we hit 1 million deaths. So like what the fuck is not clicking besides either arrogance or bootlicking to the feet of capitalists? Like it's all for the fucking money and it's all for the sake of, well, I really need a flight attendant. So if you could get sick and then get back to work in the next 2 minutes, that'd be great.
I mean, we January 3rd we peaked 1,000,000 cases in the
That's
United
it.
States.
Mhm.
We peaked today was 1.4.
Dude.
1.4 million new cases. That is a lot of people.
But no,
And
don't worry, dude.
like
It's a conspiracy, right?
and we are doing what we can. And like you said, there's some events still happening. Let's go make moves, I think, is
Yeah.
a Smash Ultimate event that just happened. I'm hoping that we don't get a lot of positives from that, but if it follows trend with most of the Smash events we've seen so far,
More than
there
likely.
probably will be. Genesis is happening. Is it this weekend?
I think so.
Genesis
I wanna
Smash.
say.
I can't spell the word Genesis, but you can figure it out.
While you're pulling that up, I mean, I
It's
will.
no 2 weeks. It's the end of the
Oh,
month.
it's 2 weeks? Okay.
3 weeks. Actually, no, 2 weeks from Saturday
2
or
weeks from
Friday.
Saturday. So the 29th, so the last
Yeah,
weekend in
last
January.
weekend.
So, I mean, while we're looking at that, because I feel like there's examples of what is good to see from like I'm gonna call it event organizers in this space because of what I'm gonna reference it to.
Okay.
So yeah, the ultimate tournament that just happened, Genesis that's about to happen. Both of these instances right now, and as well as probably other tournaments that are more than likely bound to continue, are going to 100% generate more potential COVID positive results because the Smash scene and competitors and people that are let's be real here, addicted to their video games aren't going to be interested in getting a test. And they're probably a part of that anti vax crowd while not fully realizing it. They're just either going to pose it upon, their own natural immunity or just laziness. And that's, as an event organizer, that's bad because now you are seen in supporting that exact same concept,
Yeah,
whether or
I
not you
mean,
really do.
and some of those, and I know that like some of the event organizers are in a tough spot because I think morally, no one wants to have an event right now.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Morally, no one wants to, but it's not. So say like if the state of California says you cannot have gatherings of more than 100 people,
Yeah.
then it's on the state to like back and get the money back to whoever it is because that event got canceled.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know all of the logistics, but I know I talked to some people, even for like a shine, it's like hundreds and thousands of dollars that go into these things.
Mm-hmm.
That if they were just like, you know what, guys, I'm not feeling it. I'm just gonna can Genesis.
Yeah.
It's those TOs that are like responsible because they're the ones that sign these like rental contracts and things. So
But it's almost like
it's like a very but again, I can't say to like my organizer, "Hey, I don't have the tournament," and literally go bankrupt.
I guess yeah, I can see what you're saying with that, but
And I mean,
again, it
what I've been seeing a lot of the top players that are dropping out have been saying like, "Hey, I'm dropping out. You should follow what I do. Do not ask for a refund. Just let them keep your venue fee. Just let them keep that." So at least in that way, it's helping a little bit. At least they're still getting that $50 for the
yeah,
venue. So like,
that's
hey,
just
still try to support.
it
It's not
didn't
an
need to
ideal
be this
thing,
way. That's the issue,
but I
dude.
mean,
Rona Rumble was one of the most successful
yeah, but
viewed and competed tournaments for tons of people that people hadn't heard of, for people that were even new to the scene, gathering new people to join, watch, compete. Like Rona Rumble that Brandon was hosting was humongous, and it could have kept going in that instance, but people got too they
mhm,
pushed too hard for something that we're
to
not
come back,
ready
yeah.
for. Yeah, it's like
And I
there's no
mean,
patience.
yeah, even before Omnicron, I was hesitant about in-person events, and there were
Hmm.
some people that were like, "Hey, we're ready for it," and then I think we're like, "Wait, maybe." I mean, even I think it was like Zane. He didn't go to one of the first big events back
Hmm.
after Summit, and he was just like, "Guys, I'm not really comfortable to like go to something right now,"
No. Fuck that noise.
which is like
Absolutely.
super super valid, and that's
Mhm.
coming from someone whose like career is based on that. Like I am a nobody whose career is not based on going to Super Smash Brothers tournaments. So
Mhm.
it's a pretty easy nod for me to not go to tournaments. But
But
that's I mean that's my choice.
But see, this is where my comparison was gonna come in because I look at things like, for example, the nightclub in New York City has now switched to online, and
Mhm.
they're comfortable doing it that way for the time being,
You see that
and
they're looking to try to get, like, a venue, like, TO fee in there to help support them for all the work they
I
do.
didn't, but I mean, fuck it. They deserve some form of if you're a TO, and this is something I've always believed. If you are TOing and it is a high level event or there's a lot to manage, you do deserve some form of compensation. And it's bullshit that you don't. Same thing goes for commentators. Like you're providing extra content and entertainment for the viewer, the stream guy or girl or whoever is running the behind the scenes, all these people deserve some form of financial compensation. I think that was one of the biggest reasons that I was ever a fan of like Scorpius when I went was because they like granted I got housing because of Wild, always shout
Mhm.
outs to the homie, but like food, drink, and I think they did pay me a little bit for the commentary at that time
That's
because I did
awesome.
a lot. And it's
You
like
did a lot that event. Oh my
those
god, you
type
did a
of
lot.
things are those are deserving of it because you are providing the entertainment.
Yeah.
Granted, maybe certain instances lesser than
I
others.
mean,
I'm not
if I did, like, I did 1 block on pools at something, that's, like,
sure.
different than, like, "Hey, I'm doing top 60, I'm doing pools and then doubles top 8 and then
Mhm.
doubles and then singles 32 and then
Yep.
this," or something, where
Yeah.
it's, like, most of the event. I was like, "I'm there as a competitor. Hey, if they'll let me get on the mic, that's
Yeah.
cool."
Yeah. And there's certain areas that like I hate the term like paid with exposure, but like some areas like depending on what you paid to even get there or what you've put
Mhm.
into the experience, like, I mean, sometimes getting to do that just kind of is an experience in itself.
Yeah.
I feel like, but
What I'll say is, so because this paid with exposure comes a lot in the music world too. That's another fucking or hot
yeah,
topic. If there's times where you can look at a situation and go, I should be getting paid for this gig, or I'm getting should be getting paid, that lines up.
yeah,
But there's sometimes, and usually it's smaller or it's like a networking thing where you go, I need to get my foot in the door here.
yeah,
You're not going to go like you're not gonna get some random dude and be like, I should be doing top 64 of Genesis.
exactly.
Hire me. But if you do your local or you do like I was doing like our little like CT regionals, and it was like literally like me in like a corner talking into a laptop with everyone behind me.
I
And then
remember
I
those
was
days.
doing that a
The
little bit.
snowball
And
mic.
yeah, and then they're like, "Hey, it's like basically a CT event, but it's at the Mohegan Sun." And
Mhm.
then I did most of top 8 commentary on that. And then through that, I did top 8 at like East Coast Throwdown, which was like basically it was in Stamford, but it was like a New York event, not like
Mhm.
Connecticut. And it was like, wait, I'm like getting into these. And like, I mean, especially through my connections and just knowing people in Connecticut, like I feel that I hopefully would have been able maybe gotten a shot at like a pools commentary at Shine. I don't
Mhm.
know. The world ended before that would happen, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've not gotten compensation, but even like you're saying, like maybe they like give you, even if they give you like I don't know, like a voucher or something at
Mhm.
the overpriced like
Free entry.
food and
Fuck
thing
it.
or
Free
something.
entry, maybe some food, maybe some
And then there,
waters. Like you take care of
mhm,
the people that are
yeah,
helping provide what you're getting for entertainment. I 100% agree
yeah.
that the TOs should be getting
In a
something.
perfect world, yeah, especially I
Yeah.
think especially, like, the TOs, like I mean, there's volunteers and they're volunteers for a reason, but, like, the TOs that, like you think of, like, an event, and it's, like, all the work that people do, and you also gotta think this is, like, a side tangent, but the things that TOs do before events.
Oh yeah, setup. No, entirely.
Or even I'm gonna talk
Seating.
like stock in G-Town in New England. It's
Mhm.
not like I mean, the shooting, but even just like reaching out to players. Like
Oh yeah.
I knew about most New England events like 2 weeks before they were even announced
Mhm.
because G-Town Tom was so on top of like, hey, we want this to be a good event. We're gonna talk to like PR players. Are you interested? Like we'll like want you to know so that way you can sign up when it comes up
Yep.
kind of thing. And then like stock was always big about giving venue fee to carpools.
Mhm.
and people driving far away get this or that, and like these little things that don't even go into the all right, now you have to seed, and if you don't seed everyone correctly, you're gonna have butthurt 44th seed
Yeah.
tight that he wasn't the 38th seed because he got a local win on this dude.
That's
That was
a
I used to just make fun of Stock because Stock knows everybody. And he
Stock's a
seeds
big
he's
name.
very good, yeah, but I'd be like, "Oh, well, you talk about Alabama Slammer 98 who's on the Kansas PR? He's like a good Mario player." Just, like, make the most random shit.
No, it's actually so funny that you just said that though, because that same tournament that we were talking about with the what was it? The let's make more moves or
Mhm.
let's make
Yeah.
yeah,
Big
whatever.
moves. Let's make big moves or something.
Yeah. Did you just speaking on the topic of uh fuck, how'd my brain already shut down? On the topic of seating and whatnot. Did you see that the person that won Quid uh
Mhm.
Quid was Quid was seated 32nd, I want
That's
to say.
hype. Wait, did he
Dude,
beat the 1 seed? Did he
I,
beat the
I'm
1 seed to get into that spot?
fuck. I don't
I'll
know if
look it
he
up.
beat one seed, but he broke or won like a some form of like I guess you could say it's like a record for something being
Like,
done where
lowest
this is the
seed.
lowest seed to just make it to the win.
That's
Yeah,
hype.
hold on.
That's cool.
By Quid winning this tournament as the 32nd seed, this tournament holds the distinction of having the lowest seeded winner of any North American Ultimate Major.
Oh, so Cola, I just found the
Yeah,
bracket. Cola
Cola got second.
lost before
Hmm.
Quid.
Yep.
So in top 128, Cola lost.
Yeah. And I actually
And
follow
then
Cola and Goblin just because they're on the Moist Esports boys.
oh yeah.
Gotta love it.
And then Quid beat the dude that beat him and then got that spot.
Hmm.
Went 3-0'd almost everyone until winners finals. Damn.
Hmm.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this random Quid dude
Yeah.
just
Dude just
becomes a
shows up as a 32nd seed and just fucking won
win.
the whole ass thing. And
3-0'd Cola too
yep.
in one of the sets. In one of the sets.
Dude's
Is this the
nutty.
Jew? Is this the Jew where I was seeing all the Ivysaur clips this weekend?
Yep. Because yeah, they play Ivysaur.
That's hype. I saw one clip. Just like I don't watch that many
Ultimate
um
tourneys.
ultimate clips,
Okay.
and he pretended or they pretended to SD.
Hmm.
And they, like, air dodge off the stage and, like, went under stadium, and they were
Just
playing,
did
like,
one
a
of the
Nestor or
loops.
Lucas. No, and they went down, and they did the up B, and it hit through the stage and killed the dude who was waiting onto it was honestly hype.
That's fucking
I saw
bananas.
it, and I was like, "That's, like, character knowledge to know that
Yeah.
that hits right there."
Some smart motherfuckers,
It
dude.
was so cool.
Yeah. No, I've been more and more
Wait.
impressed watching Ultimate. Did you find
I
it?
I found the clip, and then better than that, I found Hungrybox reacting to the clip.
Can we talk? Okay. I want to watch the clip, but I also just want to like take a minute to just like let it be known that as much as like you could say what you want about HBox as a person, you could say whatever you want about he's
Content's there.
cringy, he's loud, he's whatever, like he's frustrating, he's cringy, whatever the fuck. Mans is the funniest goddamn reactor to almost anything. I watched what the fuck did I watch? He got fucked up by a falcon.
Oh, that was what's his name? I know the Falcon. I forget.
I'm gonna see if you get it before I can find it.
Oh, I was it Rockman? Was it Chef?
I'm gonna let you have a
It was
final. I'm gonna let you have a final guess.
it's like a cracked no, it wasn't him. Who was it? Oh, I know who it was. I saw his it was the, like, the Hacks color Falcon. What was
Maybe
the
it
dude?
was. Maybe it was.
Yeah, it was. Who was the
Maybe it
dude?
was.
Who was the dude? Alright, you just tell me.
I'm actually still looking.
Can't find it.
I'm looking. No,
I
I
don't think
can't find
YungD0nut
it.
tweeted it. I think the dude did.
He either liked it. Well, I'm looking to see if HBox liked it, and I'm worried to see what I'm finding on HBox likes. So I'm just kind of scrolling really fast, but I can't find it at all. Either way, he like missed a rest, and this dude like zero.
Just
Well, not like
destroyed him.
zero
It
to
was
death.
GooseCon. It was GooseCon.
GooseCon. Okay.
Yeah, that's who it was. Yeah. I
Goose
knew he was one of those like cracked Falcon dudes.
dude was absolutely insane. But he pretty much, so what he HBox missed a rest, and then he just kind of came out and
It
just
was like
whatever percent he was at, he just took it. He just
14.
killed him.
14 and they died. Yeah. It was
Did
it
he
was
not?
insane
Did he
combo.
not save the clip? He didn't. He didn't tweet it. Who
No,
tweeted it?
I have it. This is Con did. Yeah, he tweeted it himself.
No, I'm on GooseCon's Twitter. He didn't tweet it.
Goose Kizzle, Jan 7.
Oh my god.
But it's sick. But I mean, I like that like sort of like creative. This is I haven't even thinking about talking about this.
Yeah.
Creative and like cool combos are like back.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's cool. That's like my jam. Moki's been popping off with a couple clips. Moki's had some crazy clips. Like this kind of thing. Tempo and Run Riot have had some fire doubles clips
Dude,
recently.
they're nutty.
I played against them a couple times just randomly
Yeah.
when doubles was hot. And then I like went to his stream and I was like, dude, you're like insane. And then we played doubles once. Me and Run Riot did.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like an insane double flip. And then like 2 weeks later, everyone was like talking about Run Riot. I'm like, yeah, this dude's sick.
It's a fucking nut job.
Insane. Yeah.
But yeah, HBox's reactions are just fucking hilarious. I can't hold back laughter anymore. I think I used to be able to when I was in my prime of just un what's the word? I almost want to say just like unsourced HBox hatred other than just follow the pack.
You gotta
And
respect it.
no, absolutely. I mean he's been
Every time
finding ways.
every time he does that, he probably gets at least $500, you know?
Every time he fucking yells, and just like loses his mind. I just loved that one because he got fucked up, and he's just like, "Oh my god!"
I do that. I pop off sometimes on my opponent's combo.
I do not.
Sometimes you just gotta respect it. Like I was playing Falco today,
Mm-hmm.
and a Fox player like did a wall, like was holding ledge. He like jumped off, did wall jump shine, and like got me before I had my hitbox out, and I was like, respect that. Nice. I like lost the game, and I'm like, you know what? Like you get that one.
I was playing against a friend of mine this morning, Chris Windwalker, good pal, friend of the show. We were just playing, and then we were on like our literal last match because I think I needed to go to the gym and he was gonna go to sleep. I'd been up trying to write a cover letter for a job I didn't apply for. No, tell me this. I'm a fucking idiot, not to sidetrack, but this job that I was applying for, it was going to offer great pay. It was like being a management head of communications for the Los Angeles homeless security, or like some homeless safety like company where it like tries to help the homeless. So I was going to offer to be the head of management for their communications department, and I'm reading through everything finally, trying to like find little keywords and like specific text for my cover letter, and I get down to their term, and it's a temporary position based on fund availability.
Oh
so
my God.
Literally, if
so
they
you could get it and be like, oh, 3 months later, oh, this position.
I could move all the way out to LA. I could get this job, find an apartment. 2 months later, they just say, "Oh, sorry, dude, like, we don't have the money to afford you." Like,
yeah,
bruh. Anyway, but so I'm playing against Windwalker, and literal last match of the game, I got like some Falcon like air wobbling into single hit nair, shield drop up air, run off dare, and he died. And when that happened, I wish my fucking like my Nvidia highlights worked. It never works for some reason, but like as it happened, he just goes, all right, put it in a combo video, you fucker.
All
I
right,
was just
put
like,
it in.
that was the most appropriate way to just be like, I got fucked and I'm not really happy about
Yeah.
it. Like, all right, dude.
I think my Slippy tag for a while was cool thing doer. Cool
Dude.
thing doer. I ran into SFOP. I
Ooh,
didn't know it was
he's
SFOP.
so
He
good.
absolutely destroyed me.
He's so
And he
good.
almost got, like, a sick comment. I found him on Twitter at the end and was like, "You're so sick." I was like, "I wanted to play more." I was like, "GG's." He's like, "Which one were you?" I was like, "I was cool thing doer." He's like, "I saw that name and tried to do the extra mile." I'm like, "Yeah, I could tell."
The cool thing doer. Dude, that's so
That was a
fucking
good
good.
one. That was a good name I had for a while.
I actually love that. If that's not, you need to just make that your tag again so people
Just
that
go
listen to this
back.
episode can
Cool
find you.
thing doer.
Cool. Dude, that's so fucking good. Oh my god. People come up with such good ones. Someone just joined the Melee Held Discord and their name is Ellen Degenerate.
Ellen Jenner. I was CC Saberthia for a while. That was a good one.
You fucking kidding me. I can't.
CC Saberthia.
I,
What else have I done? I've had some good ones. Elizabeth Anya.
I don't know that one.
It's Liz Anya for sure.
Let's eat everything. Oh my
I have Control Alt deleted because I saw that on a
Oh, you're
Fortnite bot
fine.
name once.
Control Alt delete. Listen, if we're gonna
I'm looking right now. I'm just going.
just go down the line, man.
Some of these are inside jokes. Some of these are RuneScape things. I did.
Probably.
I'm like pretty much out. I was snow day melee the other day when I had a snow day.
Just snow day.
I had a couple good. I went to snow day melee. I'm like, it was like 6 a.m. I couldn't go to bed after I woke up. I was like, I'll just do some super casual, lighthearted melee in the morning, and I played Flinchy for an hour.
You did
Slept
not.
my ass off.
You
I had some good ones when I was playing Frame 1. I was the Box Ghost.
The box ghost. Okay. Okay. I have
I like
a
that. I'm back
selection
to
of
cool
a few.
thing. I'm back to the cool thing doer. I just put it in.
So like nice. So like back when I don't know, I guess I didn't know that you could change your tag within Slippy. Like you just go to the
Yeah.
website and you can change your name or whatever.
The
So
cool
I
kid-
didn't
oh.
Well, so I didn't know that. So I made so many accounts and then just saved the JSON file into a folder with the folder name
That's
being the
funny.
name of my alt. So I'm about to out so many of my alts. This one is 1 hour G2G because that means like I'm working from home. So if I'm playing on this account, I have like maybe an hour and then I gotta go.
Counts.
I had broke my thumb. In that case, I'm probably playing as Puff. I have LOL Controller Johns. I have Foreskin Tim. That's a reference back to the EE moments when he was on commentary with his boy, and then they said Foreskin Tim donated money on what was it, like a charity stream?
It was like a
I
smack
have
the record or something.
Yeah, that was it. And they were just like, shout out to Jenna Tools. I got Funny Dude Man. That's a good one. Oh, this is good. I went on a spree of not. So I have not Hbox, not Leffen, not Mango, not Moki, not Moki, not Plum.
I had Diet Moki at one point.
Diet Moki. That's good. I have one that's It's Big, I Swear. The Massive Meat Beater. Old Pastry, we got that one forever. Puff Puff Master 420. Again, these are all like the Smurfs I use for fucking Puff.
So did you make all of these individual accounts?
Yeah, these are all
God.
just accounts with
I
throwaway emails.
I remember when I used to be a coder. When I
Uh-huh.
was big into like hacking the mainframe, I knew how to go into the JSON file itself and change the name.
Look at you.
That's what you could have done when Slippy came out. You just
I was
went
too lazy.
You just took your JSON file, you open it, and there's like name, and you just like change that. And I was like, I think I can go into coding.
I'm in the mainframe,
Like,
boys.
I think I'm a hacker now.
Played that pretty nice. Not
But
gonna,
nice.
not gonna lie to myself or anything like that.
I
But
also
yeah,
have one. Did I ever talk about Gimp City on here?
Gimp City.
Gimp
No.
City. Okay, so this came out when I was playing doubles a lot. So I would play doubles and like voice calls with like my friends, and like we would
Yes.
go on unranked. And whenever I would I like to shine people off the stage as Fox
Yes,
when
you
I play
do.
doubles because people are like bad at recognizing it because there's so much going on. And I yell Gimp City like in the middle of playing, and we're
I
going.
guess.
And like I would do it in like singles too with my friends. Be like, guys, you know what's coming? I was like, you can get a one-way ticket to Gimp
Gonna
City.
get a one-way ticket to the Gimpington.
And then the world was like clearing up, and I was like, events might come back. And I was like, I need to like stop doing this because I'm gonna go
Gonna do
to
it
an
at a turn.
event. I'm gonna be playing with my friend. I'm gonna gimp some dude like 8% and yell Gimp City, and I'm gonna be the biggest asshole.
No, no, I guarantee you, there's
could you
someone.
could you imagine though? Like you're like, all right, I'm like back. I gotta do this tournament. Stupid Fox like click gets you, and you're off at 8%. He goes Gimp City, and just like I would like say
Listen,
it's like a calm too, like Gimp City, like he's dead.
all I'm saying is like it was normalized for the longest time for Chudat to just like that shit. So
But
like
that's
I'm
like
sure.
after the game. This is like I wouldn't do it after the
I
game. I do it
mean,
as it happens.
yeah. Honestly, there's a big part of me that like if I'm gonna dedicate time to my Falcon again, any time that, and I mean any time that I hit stomp knee in no meaningful capacity, like just
I pop
neutral
off when my
exchange.
opponent gets stopped knee on me.
No, that's my goal now, is to
Yeah.
pop off so fucking hard and taunt and just be like literally such a BM dickhead for the stupidest, lamest thing Falcon can do. And if I miss it, if I
Oh,
somehow miss a generic, like just neutral stomp, oh, you're in hit stun for 5 years, and I miss the knee, I have to SD.
we should it's kind of dead sometimes, so we'd have to like maybe just like test different times. We should do Patreon exclusive, and it's just like both of us on mic doing like doubles.
Ooh, like doubles versus just like randoms that
Like
we come
random.
across.
Yeah.
That could be fun.
Like
That could be some
unranked
good
doubles,
Patreon
like
content.
highlights in that. We could like start serious and get to like the shitty low tiers and like see what happens when like my Game and Watch gets into scraps with other people.
I'd save it. I would save its life.
Do that.
That would actually be so funny. This is
That
good
that was
content
even
ideas.
that was even one of the Patreon ideas I had. I
Remember,
have a
he has
couple of
ideas, people.
but I have
Patreon.com.
ideas. And Drew, like and Drew,
And Drew. That's
has
just going to be in
ideas.
the description of this video. It's just
And,
the Baker's Dozen, episode 12, and Drew.
and Drew has
Oh,
ideas.
shit. That's a new tag. And Drew. Whoa.
True.
It's a fucking new metaverse there.
Have I ever
But
told you about my have I ever wait, this is another funny story.
I'm
Did I ever
interested.
tell you about my Australian doppelganger?
No, I don't think you have one, but I'm excited to hear how you apparently have one.
There's a Smash player, Fox main.
Okay. Of
Also has a musician, has different music on his YouTube channel. His
course.
name DrewNG.
Stop. You can't
Drew
be serious.
ZG. And me and my friends like discovered this a while ago. He had like a clip that had like a lot of views. Like I mean, it was like it was like 10K. So it was a lot for like a random Smash thing. And Drew ZG is an Australian
He's on
melee
Melbourne
player.
Melee. Yep.
So I'm like, I like found this dude, and like he had like a video, and we were like, my friends and I were like talking about like, dude, like, and I was like, oh, I should like play this dude, and then we like discovered that he's from Australia. I'm like, yeah, well,
Never
I don't know
mind.
about that. And I was like hyping up one of his clips or something, and I was like, oh, this is cool. And then I was like, all right. I go, I'm just like looking. Apparently, I was watching like I think it was my ad libitum combo video,
Uh-huh.
which was the one, or at least maybe the first one, the first real one that I like made on my own. And
Dude's got
like
dude's
10
got a
months
video of him sitting on a toilet, and the title
10,
is "They Took My Peanut Butter."
10 months ago, Drew ZG commented on my video
Oh my god.
hyping up my song choice and that I'm also a Fox player. So really, I'm his doppelganger. But there's a
You might be.
DrewNG who's a Fox man who does music stuff. Also, he's got a Lavender Town remix that slaps.
A
You
Lavender
should
Town
yeah,
remix?
you should
I'm
check that out
looking th
later.
I mean,
It
I'm
hits.
just looking
It
through his
hits.
fucking YouTube selection.
Yeah, but yeah, DrewZG is a person that exists.
Can't fucking believe this is actually
Isn't that
something I'm
funny?
seeing.
Isn't that funny?
I don't understand how number 1, how you found this, but also, I
His
mean,
video, like, randomly came up or, like, my friend is like, "This dude's name is DrewZG."
he's got a video called Peach Players Air Dodge Too Much, and it's got 13,000
I
views,
think
so
there's probably that one.
I mean, there's this.
Some of them, like, pretty good.
Yeah, he's got the dumbest
Alright.
Phantom Rest with 9.4K views, the fastest taunt to get bodied ever at 7.2 thousand. Like,
I mean, it's some traction. You gotta give him that.
dude's got the
Some traction.
fucking the shtick. He's
I
got
know.
it going for him.
But
But
yeah, that came up again, like, not that long ago.
I mean, if we want to talk about things that make us happy in the Smash scene, that's one of them. But if we want to talk about something that's about to make everyone depressed, if you haven't heard about this, the motherfucking Freedom series.
That
I
exists.
just that exists. Can we?
So
I wanted to think of how we could even transition into that, and I was really, really thinking. I promise you, I was, but I don't feel that there is any justice
so
behind trying to introduce that.
we did wanna talk about this. So,
It's like I do and I don't. Like I want to talk about it a little bit to make it known
I
that we
I don't
don't
wanna
support, but
I'm not gonna get into this. There's sometimes whether or not the people see it, people's actions make others uncomfortable. And in a world, in a community where that's not really welcomed, they feel like they are the ones being targeted. And these
hmm
people that have been like banned from events, some of them like purposefully like smurfing and like publicly smurfing to like draw attention, then just get banned from the 20 mid 20 to like get impressions on it. Just gonna make our own tourney, you know?
the
And then
freedom tourney.
a freedom tourney. And then unfortunately you had just like net play hungry fiends are like, yeah, I'll enter because it's a net play tourney. And it's like,
Yeah.
you don't have to support him. But I said there's like two sides. I was like, think about all those people that like hate these dudes so much that would love to get that bracket win on them. Love to just BM them and hold that over
See,
them. But here's
that's
the problem
that's
though,
a
is what if
power
you
trip.
lose? It is a power trip. It's like, what if
Yeah.
you lose though and you like were talking all
That
that?
controller's broken. I'll
You
tell you.
like I don't know. I don't think I could like go and like make fun of one of the I'm trying not to like name them so they don't like I'm trying to not give them as much publicity, but
I mean,
imagine
we've named the series, but I mean, I'm with you. I guess like
yeah.
there's no need for the direct
But I'm
correlations on
like,
them.
I can't go and like shit on him for like all this and then him be like, "Yeah, but I beat you." Which doesn't mean anything in the real world, but it means a
Yeah.
little bit. It means a little bit.
It does if you let it, and it's almost one of those things that's just like, why would I even remotely let the thoughts of this fucking racist, bigoted asswipe like even remotely have anything to
Yeah.
do with like
But
what I do on a regular basis?
this is why I just don't enter things anymore.
See, I wanted that to be like a reason for me if it was gonna be anything, but I still I still would like to.
I
And
I entered I entered a Long Island tourney a couple weeks ago. The clap out.
oh, you
I got
entered that?
I got an in on that, yeah.
There
I
you
did pretty
go.
well.
Let's
I,
go.
Matt and I you know, I hate when, like, Leffen talks about how he plays, like, the sloppiest set of his life.
Yeah.
Matt and I had the sloppiest set of our lives.
You know, I mean,
It was like he won 2-0 and, like, I was, like, up one of the games and I, like, SD'd and then he, like, back through shined me at, like, 4%. And afterwards, I, like, went into his she was, "Yo, geez, man." He's like, "That was something. It's like someone had to come out and win that one."
someone had to be victorious.
But
We did
you
who
know,
knew
man,
who.
I think I beat Juice Man at that. Um,
Hey, shout outs to the homie. Get fucked.
I was like last stock, last hit versus Cody like Cody Morton, like Cody
Yeah.
Long Island Cody.
CODI. Yeah.
CODI. That would have been a pretty good win. That was a very good set though. And it was
Who
like
does he who
I
does he
wasn't
play
like
again? Fox?
Fox Falco Marth. He changes a
Right.
lot. He
Okay.
always has. You
That's
know,
right.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost it on a game 5 ledge dash. Game 5 last stock ledge dash.
You hate to see that.
Yeah, I hate to see it, but I also sometimes kind of not put myself in that situation, but sometimes I'm like, you know what? If I get this, I win this set.
True.
And sometimes when I'm feeling it and I'm playing that well, I was like, I'll go for it. Just
Take
wasn't
the
my
risk.
wasn't my game to win. But
The gods of
but
the
you know,
Smash said no.
when I don't enter much anymore, and I was
What?
just like when I was just like going for it, I like did not take losing that bad, which was
Hmm.
nice. I like really didn't. It was like, you know what? It was a good set. He's a good dude. Like, word. I'm just gonna hang. And that's the last thing I've entered in a while.
It's been a little bit.
It's been a minute. I've been playing way better though too. Because I
Mhm.
did this thing. It's crazy. Ready for this?
No.
I stopped only doing unranked.
What else
And
do you
I've been,
do?
like, playing
Oh, like
actual people.
practicing?
Yeah, and
Okay.
not even, like, practicing, but, like, playing against, like, people in, like, the Melee online Discord and, like,
Oh.
trying to find matches, and it's crazy. I'm like, "Wow, I, like, play good players all the time, and now I'm, like, better."
I didn't think like the Melee Online Discord had like genuinely all that many good players. I know there's like the breakaway where there's like the master and then there's
Yeah,
expert and then there's intermediate and
I'm not
advanced.
in the master tier. I was looking, there was, like, something I don't that master tiers, I'm not there, and
Right.
that's, like, supposed to be, like, top 100 level players, and
Fucking
that is not.
really? Because I was looking around in
They're,
like
like
the
or there's, like, high in, like, a very strong region. But, yeah,
yeah.
I was looking because I was like, "Am I, like, good enough to, like, maybe?" And I'm like, "Nah, probably not." That's okay.
There's some good heads in there for
There's some
sure.
good heads in there, but I even,
Yeah.
like look, there's some, like, people in, like, the expert level where I am, and, like, this guy's probably better than me.
How do you even rank up? What is
Um,
it that determines your rank on this shit?
I looked. There's, like, a little Google Doc because there's so many people
Okay,
that are, like, bitching and complaining
probably
because,
it's
like,
Melee.
it's like seating, and I'm
Yeah.
like I looked it up, like I saw it, like, the other day,
Mhm.
Melee. Can I, like, look? Is it gonna come up
I mean,
on
you'll
my
be
Google
fine
Doc?
on your end.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna find it now, but, like,
Yeah.
expert was like, "Hey, you're probably PR in your region, like, you might get, like, a top 100 win,
Mhm.
but you're not, like, a serious threat," and then, like, master was like, "You're top 100 player, you're a threat to make top 64 at any major you go to."
Mhm.
And I'm like, "Word." I'm like, "That is not me, I'm not at that point, that's fair."
Okay, so that's where they put me. So I
Yeah,
just
so
had to
I was
start.
like I'm like, "Alright, that's fair." So, like,
Gotcha.
advanced seems like, hey, like, you know what you're doing, you're, like, in there, but you're not, like, PR'd kinda thing.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, I'm like Connecticut was like a smaller PR towards the end, so that's where I kinda fell. I'm pretty sure I'm officially not PR'd anymore. I think the last I'm hoping that they've had a PR since I was there
Put
in March
someone new
2020.
into the mix.
Nitro, it's probably Nitro. He's good.
He's a Counter Strike player, or I'm sorry, Valorant. That's
He is a Counter Strike player, thank you
oh,
very
he
much.
went
He was
back.
on 100 Thieves, yeah. He's
Yes,
going back,
yes,
yeah.
dude. I've
He
started
left
playing
he
more CS.
he left 100 Thieves. He's going back.
Oh,
100 Thieves is like
mm,
2 dudes on their roster right now. It's not true.
oh,
We got 3.
oh,
I think I
oh.
s I think I saw they're, like, getting some other dude to, like, IGL. I didn't know the
Yeah,
name.
yeah. I
But
saw.
yeah.
I'm just like I'm all for it. It seems like for some reason like Valorant had this spike of like having all these CS players like start playing it, and now they're just like, wait a minute,
Mhm.
CS is kind of nice, and so they're going back to CS, and it's like I love seeing
Yeah.
that. I've been playing so much more CS lately. I love it.
I'm playing more Valorant.
Why?
I got my
I
'cause I
don't know
play
what
with
kind of
friends.
question that
I play
is.
with friends. See, I play with my friend, shout out Calvin, who's better than me,
Shout
and
out.
we played a couple games, and he's like, "Why do you play this agent?"
Who do you play?
I was like so I used to play a lot of Phoenix.
Mm.
Phoenix is not very good anymore,
What'd they do to
but
him?
other agents are just, like, better in a lot of places.
Oh, okay. So it's not so much he's bad. It's just there's
It's
better.
not that, like, he got nerfed, but, like,
Okay.
there's, like especially with, like Reyna's a lot better, and, like, all these agents is, like, if you're gonna have, like, a duelist or, like, a second duelist, like, there's
Yeah.
no way that you should probably be using Phoenix. And I
Okay.
was, like, playing Jet in the game, he's like, "You don't play like you're, like, a Jet main."
Hmm.
He's like, "You kind of just use the dash as, like, a crutch if you, like, miss a gunfight and then hope you can get away, which isn't how you should use it." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Thank you for reading me.
So he's but I mean, like, he understands more of it than I do.
Okay.
And he's like, "If you wanna play the duelist and go for fights, do Reyna, so that way you can have that sort of it's just like a different way to go into those fights, and
You get
then
to learn orb placement or
things."
whatever you could call those, I guess. The little
Yeah,
balls.
but even just, like 'cause, I mean, I've never played CS, and, like, a lot of
Really?
I
Huh.
never played CS. I downloaded it, never played it.
I'd play it with you if you wanted.
Then I gotta learn new maps and things, and I,
You
like,
sure
still don't
do.
yeah, I'm not doing that.
I love the maps in CS. That's my thing. Is like I'm relearning them because it's been so long. I'm relearning those and I'm relearning sprays, and it just feels good again because that game used to be so fun. However, I play while I'm working, hypothetically, and so
Theoretically,
um,
yeah.
yeah, theoretically and hypothetically and all that. So like I never have sound. So like that is one of the games that
That's
you
a
very much.
yeah.
So I always just hope I'm either playing with pals that will in-game text chat calm for me, or I just always post in the beginning of the round or like the beginning of the match. I'll just be like, "Hey guys, my audio's broken, but if you could text calm for me on anything important, that'd be great. Let's win this." And I
There's
always
a
say
dude
that, and then
coming
I end up flaming them.
there's a dude coming behind you, look out.
I mean, sometimes they will. No, sometimes people are helpful about it, and they'll just be like if I'm going towards A bomb site, they're like, "Dude, bomb's B," and I'm like, "Thanks, appreciate that." And I still probably don't clutch the round, but like, it's
Fine.
nice to see that they try, you know.
There you
But
go.
with that being said, tied to a game that actually has good audio uh cues, I guess for those that don't have sound. Fortnite, and that's one that you said even you were playing a bit more of with like a friend of yours or something like that.
I'm back.
He's
Got
back.
some I think every time I've played last time I've been getting the Vic Roys, you know? I'm getting the Vic Roys, I've been getting the dubs. I like so
No, don't.
I I used to I don't wanna I used to play the Save the World
Same.
a little
Yeah.
bit. So I have a lot of V-Bucks on my account.
Really? Oh
Yeah,
God.
I have like 4,000 V-Bucks on my account.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
'cause
How?
I would do a lot of like the daily challenges and things, whatever. But so me and my buddy loaded up the game, and there's like a Cobra Kai stuff in the shop.
Yep. Oh, did you buy?
I bought the emote. Do you see the kick emote? And it's like, "You're the best around." I got
To, to be fair, I can't even shit on that because back when I had disposable V Bucks to just like spend because I just had them saved up too,
it was
I was buying the shithead emotes. You know that one where you spawn the tomato and you throw
yeah,
it
oh,
on
praise the
the hands on the
tomato,
pizza?
yeah.
I have that. I've got the pizza eating one. I've got
It's
the
so
you gifted me the one where you throw the controller at the ground. Appreciate that. Real friend of mine here.
But no, I got that, and it was like 300 bucks. And again, I'm not gonna go. I don't buy the battle pass anymore. I don't play enough to really do that. Even if I did play enough, I would get enough through it. But I
You
got
can
it,
get
and
Spider Man.
I could have gotten Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah, well, you can't yet. He's not available yet. You gotta
What?
get that. Yeah, you can't get him yet. It's
Why
not
not?
there yet. It's not a
He's not
part of.
there.
It's not. No, not
I
yet.
can't play as the Rock.
Not yet. No.
Oh,
Have you seen anyone running around as The Rock?
this is true.
Yeah, I know it is. I speak only facts.
But I've been going. I don't know much about the guns in the game. All I know is that
What have you been using?
I no. But the SMGs are like insane, and
Yes.
the MK
Yes.
is really good. And then I saw some like Fortnite guy tweet, and he's like, "We need to get rid of these guns." And it was literally the MK and the Stinger. And I'm like, "Come
Yeah.
on, those are the only guns I'm liking." The Ranger
So
assault rifle like sucks.
so the shotguns just are
They're bad.
very
I
booty
don't.
cake right now.
I use like an SMG or like a blue pistol as my shotgun right now.
No. Okay, so no.
Yeah,
The
I'm good with the pistol. My pistol game's
your
nice.
pistol game's not nice. I will tell you right now, no, your pistol game might be okay, but get an auto shotty. I'm telling you right now, as much as people are gonna shit on the shotguns, the pump is just some doo-doo caca bullshit. Like, it's not worth it in my eyes. The auto shotty, you actually can shoot more. It has 8 bullets instead of 5. It does practically the same amount of damage, and you're gonna switch to your fucking SMG anyway after you hit a few shots. And the SMGs are just busted. Shout out to fucking Hippie Habitat, by the way. I don't know if do you
I know
follow him?
Hippie Habitat.
You
I
watch
know
Hippie
what Hippie. No, I don't. I know what Hippie Habitat's big break was.
Fortnite?
You don't know how Habitat got out there? What
Wasn't
his
it
big
just
thing was?
wasn't it just playing Fortnite with a fucking afro on? And like, no, what got him out there?
Duo tryouts with Tim the Tap Man.
Duo tryouts?
Do you remember that? Tim was like
I
looking. People
do.
were like getting partners for like coming up for like a World Cup qualifier, and
Right.
Tim had like applications based on like your skill and like upcoming streamers to
Uh-huh.
like play with him and get like a day and be like, "Hey, we're gonna run duos for the day, see how we do."
Are you
And I'm not
huh?
even kidding. This is absolutely serious. And then Hippie Habitat was one of them, and he was everyone loved him.
Dude's
That like
amazing.
every once in a while he would play, and his stream like blew off. And I know like DK and him like
Mhm.
started to play a whole bunch.
Him
But
and Nate Hill. Yeah.
I'm like almost sure that that all started because he like did like the running duos with Tim, and they're like, wait a minute, this guy's like funny and like
So
good to be around.
I wouldn't doubt that Hippie had like some form of notoriety
He
beforehand
did.
because he was
He
in
was like
Fortnite
partnered.
tryouts. Yeah.
He like had it wasn't like an absolute nobody, but it
No.
wasn't someone that was playing with Tim the Tapman or
Right.
DK or
Right.
Nate Hill.
No, and I mean anytime you partner up with like a big streamer, like it's always gonna just like boost you even a little bit for a little bit. But no, absolutely. I didn't even know that he ever did that. I'd have to try and find it, but I've started like watching him some mornings and dude's cracked as shit. He played a champs arena game and got like 13 or 14 kills with his loadout being 2 SMGs, an MK, and heals, and the spider. Or
Mhm.
no, I think it was just 2 SMGs, heals, and the Spider-Man launcher,
Yeah.
like the gloves. And he won the game off that in champs. And I'm like, I
Yeah.
understand that some champs games are going to be a little easier than others, but like those things are busted. And his aim was so fucking good that I'm just like, okay, I guess just always have an SMG on me. Fuck, like an SMG is your number one have,
Mhm.
then an MK, then a shotgun, and
Yeah.
then or no, SMG, MK, Spider-Man gloves, then a shotgun. Because those things are fucking stupid. Have you used those?
Yeah.
You you could
Just
go
go
from one
anywhere.
end to the other. Yeah, shit's fucking actual
I
bustido.
found it. So yeah, May 13th, 2019, Tim the Tapman looking for a duo for the World Cup qualifiers this weekend. Watch the video below and info.
Okay, bet I
So
will.
and then in there Hippie Habitat has like a hey, this is me, yada yada. I hope we get a chance to try to do this. And then
That's
they played.
awesome.
So that's probably when it kicked off. Also, this could be bad because I'm not that good, but we could maybe this could be content. This could just be for us. This could be
Listen,
streamed content if you really wanted it to be.
I mean,
What if we what if
I
we
don't
did a
even know
what if we
why
did
I have a.
arena? What if we did arena, Dan?
What are, what are you ranked in arena right now?
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I would have to create another account or something. Or
Wait, we wouldn't even be able to play?
I mean, I don't know. I'm in contender right now. I'm not in champs yet, but
I'm not in champs yet. I can tell you that.
I
I have not played a single arena game
was
in
gonna
like a
say. So you're in an
maybe
open
3
league
seasons.
0. Yeah. I mean, I think I have
I
like an alt.
I mean, we'd play it nice. You like Smurf on those dudes, you drop like
I'm
20
not.
kills.
I'm not even like a
I still
Smurf.
get like 4 kills, be hype.
Do you still use a controller or do you use
No, I
mouse
don't use
keyboard?
a controller. I use mouse
Okay.
keyboard. I have
You
my
act like that's so wild. You
not
did that.
not sponsored wireless G Pro mouse. Wireless, not Pro. Wireless G703 Lightspeed mouse and Logitech keyboard. Not sponsored.
Not
Please
sponsored.
sponsor
Hashtag
me.
no ad. Meanwhile,
I got this. I
same.
got this mouse like $70 off Black Friday.
I got the wireless Model O.
Is that the Glorious? I had a
Yeah.
Glorious Model D. I still have it. It's a pretty good mouse, but figured I'd try something
Shit is
else.
so
I,
light.
I think I got
So
it from
weird.
Snoo. I think I
Shout out
bought
to
it off Snoo.
Snoo, friend of the
Yeah.
show, friend of my
Friend of the
life,
show.
friend of everyone.
The
Man's
first time I ever went to a Long Island event, I went and reported my bracket in a timely fashion, and he's just a random dude hyping me up for
timely.
helping the bracket, hyping me up for helping the bracket run smoothly. And I'm like, this guy's sick.
Dude's an absolute definition of a homie. Like you will never meet anyone as more of a homie as him. You know who you would meet that is a really good homie though, are the people that are donating to GDQ though. Did you see? Speaking of event coordinators that we talked about way earlier, that are fucking on their par of doing things in a way that keep people safe. $600,000 has been raised in only 2 days because they
Wow.
started this on Sunday. So I mean, we're coming up on day 3, I guess you could say, but in 2.5 days, within that time window for a fully at home speedrunning event. So there's no main auditorium. They've got all these games scheduled out, ready to go.
Mhm.
Everything's set, and they're already at $600,000 last time I checked. I mean, by the time this airs, when are they
Will it
ending?
be
They're ending
over?
on no, they end on Sunday the 16th. So this will be out before then. But I just want to let it be known as of today, which is January 11th at around 10 o'clock at night, they are only at $600,000. I'm excited to actually see where they go from it. This all being said, do not get it twisted. If I'm not mistaken, I think GDQ still is like a sussy baka when it comes to where and how the money is actually donated. So I don't want to give them all that hype, but I do want to say the people that donate with the intent to help others, and the fact that it's been $600,000 in almost 3
Wait,
days.
there's a Crash Team Racing category.
Probably.
It's
Yeah.
Monday. I missed it.
Yeah, I
I would have
already
watched
missed it.
that.
Yeah.
I would have watched it because that's what Skylar runs. He runs that
Yeah, I was
category. I
actually
would have
that would have
watched
been
that.
cool if I don't know if he did apply for any of these here, but
He
that would have
did.
been
I
really
think he
cool.
did. I don't know
Oh, he
about
did.
this one, but I know some of them he did. This is
Right.
probably where because Rift Apart was happening before. This is where we are. Gonna
Yeah.
see
There's a whole Sonic block that's gonna happen tomorrow at
Sonic
9.
R. Yeah, Sonic
Slay the
Adventure
Spire.
DX Director's Cut. I played that.
Do you know Slay the Spire, or am I thinking of someone
I
else?
know it. I don't play it.
Oh, okay. I was trying to think of games that
Shoutouts to. Do you know Tiramisu?
yeah, I've heard of him.
He's the sweetest dude I've ever met, through gaming. But Max is a sweetheart. He's actually starting playing Rocket League, so we gotta play. But he, for a while, he plays Slay the Spire, and
Okay.
there's some category, there's some streak he was doing.
Mhm.
I don't know what it was, but he was getting close to 40 something wins with this streak,
Mhm.
and was closing in on a world record.
Oh shit.
Um with it. And I remember because he started streaming, he used to stream a lot. He would do 24-hour Slay the Spire streams.
Uh-huh.
And I was watching them, and he had 2 dudes in there, and I'm just hyping it up. And I'm like, yeah, cards. And he's like, I got this. And I'm like, that's awesome. No idea what's going on.
Yeah, there's so many
And
games now.
but then all of a sudden he was doing well in the streak, and
Mhm.
then all of a sudden it's all right, he's got 30 viewers watching him. Oh,
Mhm.
that's cool. It's getting close. And he get rated from some dude. I'm like, he's got 200 dudes watching him.
Jesus.
And there's one day I was in there, he got rated. He had 3,000 people in his stream. Doing Slay the Spire stuff.
Oh
And
shit.
then later he was consistently getting 300. He was he's such a sweet, nice dude, answering questions, helping out other people, that he was
Mhm.
just getting all this retention.
Sometimes people just
It was
they
sick.
see they see someone doing things, they're a nice enough person to be around. It just kind of draws a crowd. Draw some friends and fans, you know?
He's a sweet dude. He's a nice dude.
We love sweet, nice dudes. We love sweet, nice dudes in this house. Well, I mean, shit, I feel like we actually covered a good amount of stuff and we're past the hour mark, so I mean, we can probably wrap it up for today. I think we covered a fair amount of grounds on things, unless was there anything else you wanted to touch on?
I don't think so. There's always more like dumb petty things. We don't have to.
We can
You don't have to bog you down. Your timelines are already bogged down with that crap.
you guys see it enough. You're on the Twitters, you're on the gaming spaces, but you know,
You also could be on the Patreons, Patreon the Baker's Dozen. You could also go join our Pastry Pals. The
I was
Patreon
expecting you to
supporters.
say you could be on the Pastry Pals wall. Cause
You can be
yeah,
on the Pastry Pals wall.
but
Content
these
on there for our Patreon subscribers. More in the works. Some ideas we talked about today. Some I still have. Some of them I think I teased in the first content.
some of these you're coming up with literally on the spot.
Literally live. Valorant. Not Valorant. No, I'm not
I
gonna
mean,
do
shit,
Valorant.
why not?
No, I'm just gonna get too mad. I'm working on not getting too mad when I play that game, and that's not how I wanna, like, record and put myself out because I'm
You know,
still working on it. But
fair enough.
Fortnite doubles, I can play melee doubles forever. I can talk about melee doubles forever.
That you could
All this lovely stuff. Thank you, SPIF.
always,
Thank you,
always
SPIF. Spiff.space. Use Baker's Dozen at checkout. 10% off.
double hands. Get them
Double hands.
hands.
Not just one, just two.
It's a whole 10 off any order. Place them now. They got such fucking good
Cool
clothes, dude.
stuff.
Honestly, I'm gonna use our own code. I don't know if I can. Does that go against
Hey,
like an ad read? I
what do
don't
you
know.
mean?
I don't know. Like, can people do that? I don't
That's
know,
why
man.
it's there, man.
I mean, yeah, for the general public. I don't know.
It's for
Anyway,
everyone. Anyone can use that code.
the code is rated E
Even
for
if you don't
everyone.
even if you don't consider yourself part of the general public because you've isolated so far from the outside world, you can still use the code Baker's Dozen. Check out.
There's another good point. Stay safe. People, please, please, please get vaccinated. If you're not going to do it for anyone, if you're not going to do it for your sister, your brother, your father, your mother, your grandmother, your grandfather, your pets, do it for the Baker's Dozen.
Do it for
Just
the
do
Baker's
it.
Dozen.
Do it for us. Just get fucking vaccinated. We don't need any more goddamn
I talked
variants.
to 6th and 7th graders all day. I can make you feel guilty. You can do it. Gotten
They
pretty
give
good
you
at it.
COVID through a computer monitor. But thank you again so much for tuning in. Check us out at the Patreon, patreon.com/the Baker's Dozen. Check us out. Follow us on Spotify. You know, we're exclusively there, so you don't have to keep a YouTube video up. But if you like the YouTube, come look at our pretty faces. You know, we have such a good time. All the socials down below, you already know. And I guess we'll see you in the fucking season finale.
Season finale.
The Baker's Dozen season finale next week. Mark those gosh darn calendars. Tuesday. Well, oh fuck, that's just when we record. Well, Friday,
Get baited.
Friday, January 21st. I mean, I don't know if we want to go ahead and just disclose this now. I don't really know. Honestly, I don't know, at least as of right now, what we're going to do after the season ends. We might just take like maybe a week or two off. Maybe just try and collect things, kind of
I don't know.
reorganize.
I was thinking if you wanted to use because we have like a set time, like if we
Mhm.
have some of these content ideas, maybe we just like
We might do
for a
some of
week or
that.
two, just like film some content, get some things like that.
That could work.
As
That
like
could
a
work. We
fun,
could spend some of those times doing that instead
yeah.
of a regular
Instead of like an
upload.
episode, it's like, hey, we're going to see if doubles is popping, or if not, we go
Yeah,
into Fortnite, or we do
I
this
could see
other
it.
thing that I have an idea for that I'm keeping.
He's not leaking this one. But yeah, ultimately, last rundown before I don't know, it just feels so weird because we're just so close to the end that it's like I don't know. I guess final shout outs. Shouts to Spiff, code Baker's Dozen. Shout partner in crime as always, DrewNG, keeping it real as always. Uh, Spotify, make sure to follow us. It means a lot to us all. Listen to the episodes and all that.
Leave a
YouTube,
comment.
check it out.
Leave a
Leave a
comment.
comment. Leave
We
a
have our
comment.
we have
Leave a
our
like.
number one commenter.
Always got
Maybe
to shout out Cypher.
maybe you could be number 2, you know?
You
I
could always
mean,
be
I
the
don't
number
I
two.
don't I don't think you're catching him, but
He's been
he's like
consistent as fuck.
he's been on it, but I mean, There's like that's like the number one there, but there's also room for you too.
Listen, there's like 13 spots out there, you know? Why not make your own baker's dozen? But for now, we will see you in the season finale on 21st. So for now, be safe. Please get yourself vaccinated, spread good information about the vaccines, and have a good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. I still didn't make a hotkey.